Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lexi. Thank you for joining me in today's video. So this is gonna be a vlog, you guys. So I haven't vlogged at home in a little while. So, I mean, the last vlog I did was the Olympia vlog. That was like 2 weeks ago. So I have some like catching up to do with you guys in terms of, I have some updates. I feel like I owe you guys some kind of updates about like where I am at currently, some of my goals, because obviously some of those things have changed since I last like updated you guys. So we're gonna do a little life update, a little vlog style video. I'm also going to share with you guys some of like my current favorites. I don't know about you guys, but I really love when like, I used to love watching YouTubers that would like sit down and do like their current favorites, like this month's favorites. So I don't know if you guys like that. If you do, comment below. But I'm gonna show you guys some of my current favorite things that I don't know, just enjoying, just random things. And obviously give you guys a little life update. Maybe I'll put some training footage in here, not sure yet. But without further ado, enjoy the rest of the vlog, and thanks for being here.
All right, so I did manage to get some training footage for you guys. I did record just a couple movements on my lower body day. So these are one of my favorites. I'm doing these body weight. These are glute dominant step ups. I've learned these from Brett Contreras, but this is me warming up. And the key is keeping your shin vertical the entire time. As you can see, my shin stays vertical, and really contracting and squeezing that glute of the foot that's on the platform. And then obviously just controlling the eccentric. But I love warming up with these as a way to kind of turn on my glutes. And then in this video, I'm actually using a dumbbell, so I added some weight. So you'll see that I'm holding a dumbbell on my, I'm holding it with my left hand. So this is called contralateral loading, as I'm holding the dumbbell in the opposite hand of the foot that's in front. So this is one of my favorite movements. It's really challenging, especially when you really slow down the movement and really focus on contracting that glute. And then in this next video, you are going to see, of course, my favorite hip thrust. Now, what I did is I lightened the load that I typically work with here, and I'm focusing on tempo. So you'll see I have a 3-2-1 tempo on the way down, and then I explode up at the top and fully extend my hips at the top. So these were some tempo hip thrusts. I like to play around with tempo once a week when I do hip thrusts, and then I do have another day where I just focus strictly on how heavy I can go. And then lastly, this was not my full workout, guys, but this is the last clip I got. I've really been loving these single leg RDLs, or I'm sorry, single leg good mornings on the reverse hack. Watching myself back on these, I do think I could bend my knee a little bit more, but oh my goodness, these are challenging, and the isolation is absolutely insane.
Walked home from the gym, had a long walk home. No, I'm just joking. I did get in some steps though after the gym. I was like, you know what, instead of getting my steps in or finishing my steps on the treadmill, it's so beautiful here in Florida right now. It's kind of our fall, when really it's like still in the 80s, but it just feels a little crisper than usual. But just finished my workout. It was phenomenal. I tried to get some footage for you guys. I didn't get like my full workout because there are some things at my gym like that just they're not in the ideal spot to get videos, and my gym does get a little bit busier, so I always want to be courteous of other people and not be like annoying and trying to record and take up too much room. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the footage that I did get. But yeah, it was a good glute day. I'll be honest, going into the workout, I was not feeling it, but it never fails. I always walk out of a workout, I feel so good. Those post-workout endorphins, they just hit. It's always like, I always tell my clients, motivation comes as a byproduct of action. So like today's workout was such a great example of that. Like I did not want to be there at the beginning, but then I kept going. I felt stronger, I felt amazing, and I'm like, oh, my motivation just kept building. So anyways, good workout. Now we are going to get back to work. So you guys, this is not necessarily something that is brand new. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I used to be obsessed with these Clear American sparkling waters from Walmart. I don't think you can get them anywhere else, but they're so good and they're so cheap too. Like it's pretty big. This is 33.8 fluid ounces. This whole thing, it was, I think they're like 86 cents at Walmart. So cheap, but this is a current fave. I go through waves. Sometimes I buy these all the time. Sometimes I don't buy them, but I've been buying them again, and I'm gonna deem these a favorite. So I don't do more than one a day, but it's nice. It's like a nice little sweet treat, if you so will, in between meals. So This is by far one of my favorites. My favorite flavor is the red, white, and like blue bomb pop, but they haven't had it the past couple of times I've been to Walmart. So this flavor is pretty good though too. So I am still obsessed with air fried carrots, you guys. So I have showed these in this video, or not in this video, but I've showed these on this channel before. So I have this bag of baby carrots. They were on sale at Publix, and literally I'm just gonna throw them straight into the air fryer, and I'm going to show you what they look like afterwards because they are so good. I don't know, they just like, they taste really sweet after you air fry them. They're just, I could literally eat a full bag in one sitting of air fried carrots. It's crazy. So if you've tried them before, comment below, let me know what you thought. If you do try them, you'll have to report back and let me know what you think. So air fried tofu, air fried carrots. I haven't seasoned it yet, but I will. I usually like to drizzle a little bit of mustard over the air fried carrots. I don't know, it's so good. But I am still on my air fried tofu kick after all this time. If you guys have been around for a while, you know I've been literally eating this, like, honestly, I think since the beginning of this year, but thought I'd show you guys this. So gonna put a little bit more to this, but this is kind of the basis of this little air fryer meal that I'm putting together. All right, guys, I wanted to take a moment to give you guys a little update on me, life update, just mainly with like competing and whatnot. So I know that the last show that I did, it was North Americans, and if you guys missed that, I have a whole vlog on that show. That was also where I made my fit model debut, and after that show, I know I kind of told you guys, which this was the truth, I was like, all right, I'm likely gonna do another show this year. I don't know what show yet, but I will be getting on stage again this year. And you know, the more I had kind of thought about it, I was like, you know, I think I've gotten a little bit more clarity on this over the past couple of weeks. I'm like really big on trusting your gut instinct, right? And I've had a couple of just like life stressors over the past couple of weeks, nothing major, just like little things that have kind of been weighing on me. And, you know, and I feel like getting on stage again was just kind of contributing to a little bit of that stress too. Like just in the back of my mind, knowing like, okay, what show am I going to do before the end of the year, right? So, you know, I think I made the decision I am not going to get on stage again this year. And part of, I think, that big decision and that like why I've felt a lot more clarity in this decision is, guys, I have been having so much fun just like coaching and putting on seminars and like just being so enriched in my coaching era. Like I love coaching so much. I love being able to travel and do seminars. I love being able to just be so immersed in that, and not that I can't do all of that while competing. However, I've just decided, you know what, I'm going to take the rest of this year and just focus on like fully like coach mode content, just because I love that side of it. And you know, and part of me, and this may sound a little silly, but it's like part of me is I don't want to disappoint anybody. And I feel like, you know, sometimes when somebody isn't prepping or doesn't have a show, you know, in X weeks, it's like, unfortunately, like on YouTube, on social media, there's not, you know, not as many people want to follow and hear what that person has to say. And that's just kind of the unfortunate reality. But also I can't just compete because I'm like, oh, I want to, you know, attract more attention on social media. No, that's not why I do it, right? So hopefully you guys stick around. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm done competing. I'm not saying that I'm not going to get on stage again. I am not done competing. I'm just not going to get on stage again this year, right? Now, next year is totally in the cards, and I definitely plan on staying with Fit Model because being realistic, that is where my physique fits best with. I'm definitely not big enough for bikini, although I really do love the bikini look still. I just have to be realistic with myself. So that's a little update. Oh, and also, I was like, you know what? I just really want to lean into my era of being strong AF in the gym right now, and I'm having so much fun in the gym, loving my training, and you know, that was a big factor of like, you know, I don't want to, not that I'd have to go to the extremes to get myself, you know, ready for another show, but like I really just want to focus on having fun in the gym, being strong, building my glutes, and just like I said, fully being so enriched and immersed in like my own clients and traveling for seminars and just having fun with that. So anyways, that's the little life update that I had alluded at the beginning of this video that I was going to give you guys. So I'm going to teach you guys something. So some of you guys may already know about this, but did you know you can air fry your eggs to hard boil them? So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. It's truthfully really simple. So I am going to throw some eggs straight out of the fridge into my air fryer. I've played around with it because you can definitely, if you overcook them, what happens is it's like near impossible to peel the shell. So I have found that cooking eggs at like 300 degrees for 9 minutes is like the perfect spot. You can cook them for actually a little bit less, like 8 minutes, 7 minutes at 300 degrees. However, the yolk is usually a little bit more runny. So if you like the yolk at like that kind of normal consistency that a hard-boiled egg would have, 300 degrees for about 9 minutes. So I'm gonna plop some eggs in my air fryer, 300 degrees for 9 minutes, and then I will let them cool because I don't like to peel them when they're hot, but I will let them cool for a little while until they're room temperature. Sometimes I'll run them under the faucet if I need them to cool quicker, and then I'll peel them. So I'll show you guys what they look like after being in the air fryer for 9 minutes at 300 degrees. So as promised, this is the result of 300 degrees for precisely 9 minutes of the eggs in the air fryer. It's just such an easy way to like hard boil eggs. And like I said, if you overcook the eggs, so if you leave them in the air fryer for too long, the shell is like so hard to peel. But I found that 9 minutes at 300 degrees, the shell comes off really easily. So I let these cool to like room temperature and peeled it, and voila. So such an easy way to meal prep. You know, that way you don't have to watch the eggs on the stovetop. I used to always hard boil my eggs on the stovetop, and half the time the eggs or the water would boil over and it was just a mess. So now you know you can hard boil your eggs in the air fryer. So continuing on with some of my favorites. So you guys are probably not surprised by this, but I have been, by the way, I was just thinking about this. I have been using PESCIENCE for the past 5 years now. And I am really big on, I hope you guys know this, I do not promote things unless I love the product and I've used the product. I know we kind of are in like this day and age where I feel like there's a lot of fitness people that will promote like just things because, oh, I have a code. But truthfully, I used PESCIENCE for so many years before I had a code with them. And this flavor, it is limited, and every year I always regret not stocking up on it because I don't know how much longer it'll be available for. I would say probably at least for, you know, through October. So if you have not gotten this flavor, guys, it is so good. All I can say is it just tastes like fall. Like, I added it into my coffee for a little DIY pumpkin spice vibes, and then I also use it in my creamy, and it just, every time I taste it, I'm like, oh, just tastes like fall. So that is a favorite right now. And then I've shown these before, but these are also my favorite. So I love Prime Bites. I discovered them last year when I was at the Olympia, and I have been enjoying them ever since. But this is their limited edition glazed pumpkin spice flavor, and it is bomb, so flipping good. I'll even put a little bit of an overlay here of what it looks like when you cut into it. They're so good. I know everybody hates the word moist, but these are the protein treats that I've never had a protein treat that is like this moist and this delicious. So I have discount codes for both, but again, it's because I just generally love the product. So I never want you guys to think I'm just trying to plug codes all day long, but these are genuinely two of my favorite things right now, especially for fall and pumpkin season. All right, YouTube, I am gonna wrap up this video with giving you guys one more update. Mainly just, you know, I kind of explained where I'm at earlier currently, like with competing. And again, I will definitely be stepping on stage again at some point. It's just not this year because, I mean, gosh, last night I had a couple girls get on stage for the first time, true novice competitors, one in bikini, one in fit model, and I have another girl getting on stage today. And like, I just love coaching athletes so much, you guys. And this is not a new thing. It's not like I haven't loved coaching athletes in the past. The more and more I do it, the more clients I have, the more experience I get, the more I just fall so utterly in love with it. So, you know, I feel so comforted in the fact that I made the right decision to, you know what, like, I'm not going to get on stage personally this year, but I really just want to lean into, you know, coaching, and I love that side of things. But I do want to kind of talk to you guys about my training. So I put a couple clips earlier on in this video of
my lower body day. And in my 2 videos ago, you guys saw I was in Vegas. I was with Brett Contreras, and for those of you that don't know him, he is the inventor of the hip thrust. But he's so smart. But I trained a couple times with him when I was there, and you know, it kind of got me thinking. I'm like, I feel like I just need a little bit of a change up. I've always written my own training. I've always been very much so like train like a bodybuilder, right? Which is totally fine. That's kind of how you need to train when you're competing, right? You go into the gym and it's kind of like you're sculpting your body to look a certain way, right? So right now, I've been dabbling a little bit with some of Brett's programming. So yeah, so I've been having fun with that. I was also really inspired. You know, Brett has a lot of girls that he trains that are not competitors. I would say he primarily trains girls that just want to be freakishly strong and do not compete. And I was just like, I've been very inspired by like how freaking strong his girls are. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to go into the gym for the next couple months and, you know, truthfully just focus on being the strongest version of myself that I've ever been. Not to say that, you know, I'm gonna like train drastically different than I have, I guess, in the past, but I am approaching things from a little bit of a different limelight. So I'll try to continue to share some training footage with you guys. I would say the biggest difference is less volume, right? Less volume and focusing on, you know, quality over quantity, and just being freakishly strong. So anyways, I'm really excited and looking forward to just getting stronger, especially with glute training. Glute training is my favorite. So anyways, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for supporting me and my channel. And as always, if there's anything you guys want to see in an upcoming video or just a question you want me to address, comment below. But all my discount codes are below. My one-on-one coaching link is also below if you are interested in that. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day wherever you're at.